Yo, so check it out. My evidence for break-in was a little bit shady before, but now I have real evidence of a break-in because my coin collection was stolen. So now my theory of them USB bombing my bike is obviously 100% true. And the fact that, nobody wants to look into the video footage or, you know, make any reports or do anything is kind of it's kind of funny. So now I have 100% pure proof that people were in my apartment, and they obviously have a key because they came in through the front door. My windows are literally screwed shut. You can't get in through the window, and you know what I mean? It's like they would have had to be able to leave and lock the door behind them and lock the window. So they had to come in with a key, whether it was the lost key from the old owner that used to live here or whether, you know, somebody else lended somebody my spare key. I don't know who. I only got one key when I moved in here. They they gave one to somebody. Does does Jennifer from Groundworks have it over there in the office in case I lock myself out? Wouldn't surprise me. You know, I'd like to know who has my other key and why I never got two keys to my apartment in the first place. That's not normal. Um, so that being said, I want to just show you guys something that I have for you and for the community of Brattleboro, Vermont, actually. While I was homeless, I did a lot of hiking. And when I was doing that hiking, I ran into a fairly unknown pocket of garnet and garnet schist. And I've got all these great rock specimens, dude, and I'm going to be giving them away for free. I'm going to give samples to the school that's going to include an education pack with some big matrices and a bunch of singular garnets individually packed for students. And then, um, but I want to put labels on them first. You know what I mean? Like, I want all this stuff to at least lead back to my social media and stuff. And then I'm going to go get, I noticed our local library has um, they have what's it called? Like just like a little museum upstairs with a bunch of like local minerals and like, artifacts that have been found around town and stuff. So I'm gonna also go donate some of my nicest mineral samples to them, just out of the kindness of my heart. And since I'm being forced to move, that means I have to get rid of some of my stuff. So there's some things I'm going to be trying to sell to put some money in my pocket in my Patreon store. And then there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to give away to you guys. I got these cool little vials from the dollar store, and I'm going to fill them up with garnets and give them out as gifts on my channel. So I just want to show you some of my specimens that I've collected. um, I got them like all over my house. So hold on a second here. This is I have to turn my camera around because my front one has a crack on it. So this is one of my specimens that I'm going to be selling. This is glossular garnet, and there's some schist there too. So this specimen right here, you can see all the little garnets stuck in the schist. Stuck in the schist. Sorry, I'm not used to using a microphone. This is one of my most beautiful and colorful specimens that I have, and you can really see the layers and stuff. Like this is like it's one I'd like to keep, but I might get rid of for the right price, considering I don't know what's going to happen with my housing situation, and I have a bunch of these like beautiful glossular garnet samples and stuff like that. Hold on a second here. Over here, this one has some of the biggest garnets in it. This one's got some real honkers. It's like a log of schist. And I've basically been using them to decorate my house until I can clean them up and make them like preserve them, you know what I mean? Um, and this is one of my favorite stones here. Look at that. Wouldn't that make a beautiful cabochon or something? And then I got this one here. I call this one the crag because it kind of looks like a mountain. And as you can see, there's just hundreds of garnets all over it. Just like all trapped in there. Hold on. Sorry. You can see them better from this angle. See, there's one right there. There's bunches of them. You know, it's a really cool piece. And I got a bunch of these. I actually got this over here. This is a whole box. This is like 2 years of hiking and just collecting for my own personal gain. So, but remember, I'm giving a lot of this away to the school for education and to the library. Um, so, and then this is like my little kit that I have to make stuff for you guys. Hold on. So I got all this stuff here. All right, I'm back. So I got this stuff here, and I'm going to be filling not these. These were for the school students, so that. But vials like these, I'm going to fill up. Some of them will be completely full, and these are like, I'll show you here. Some of these are actually gem grade, like alamandine garnets. So, and I'm just gonna give them away to you guys. Like, shit, look at how many there are. Let's see if I can get a good one for you to look at. I should just clip this mic, but it's. Hold on. I'll have to edit this out. I need both my hands. All right. So let's see if we can bring these over into better light and find some good ones with some nice big facets to show you. See, like these are pretty faceted right here. See what I mean? And there's actually several types of garnets. There's yellow garnets, red garnets. You know, you can see the facets on some of these here, like the sharp edges, the flat faces. And I got tons of them, dude. Like big ones, small ones, like. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load them in these vials right here. Like vials like this, but I also have some corked ones. I don't know what happened to them though. Somebody probably stole them. Oh, here they are. Like I'd like to put them in something like this, and then I got twine, so I can make like little garnet necklaces or something and hand them out. You know what I mean? So, like I said, not everything about my channel is going to be depressing, but I wanted to show you guys that I have all this stuff because I wanted you to know and I wanted to record it all so that in case it gets stolen, you know, when I leave today, you'll be able to know what I lost and that somebody else was in here again. Yeah, so that's about it for now. Just working hard all day, every day, man. Trying to get these videos done. Oh, by the end of the week, I'm gonna have full security in here. By the end of the week, because all I got to do is just double my phone bill. You know, I can have one phone in here streaming 24/7. You know, I can get unlimited data for $45 a month. I already got two phones. You know, so that's what I got to do apparently. You know, even a regular security system isn't good. I'll show you where the tower is. The tower is literally like 30 feet from my house. If I ever lose data here, it's because somebody's using a jammer or intercepting it or doing something. So just so you know, that's part of like if the feed shuts off, I know it's because like phones have batteries. Phones have batteries, so even if the power goes out, it's still going to keep working, transmitting data. You know what I mean? And the only way they can get past it is if they literally use a data jammer to jam the signal. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if it works or if they're brave enough to give me more evidence. You know what I mean? All right, guys, I'll check you later.